Hey, what's going on, guys? Joey from DJ's Triple D. Today we have another episode talking about how-tos. Today I'm just going to go through real quick how to wash a car. Today my customer, he's got a Cadillac. Don't hate him for it. It is a nice car and it's a beautiful car, but we're going to see if we can make it look just a whole lot better. He's got bug guts, he's got bird poo, a little bit of everything. So today we're just going to go through, clean the wheels, wash, clay, and put a paint seal on to help protect it from all the rain and everything we get here in North Carolina. I don't know where you all are. Weather may be a little bit more stable, but right now it's a little bit overcast. But we'll work through it, and I'll talk you through some of the process. So thanks for watching, and hopefully stay till the end. Alright guys, so I just wanted to take you along and show you what I'm using today. This is a Greenworks 2000 PSI electric pressure washer. Got it for like 200 bucks at Lowe's. Great deal. Works awesome. So for the wheels, we're going to be using a wheel woolly from Adams, a tire and fender brush that I got, I think at AutoZone. It's just a cheap one, but I mean the bristles are very stiff, so they do the job. A microfiber little brush deal to get into the spokes of the wheels. One of my favorite things, the wheel and lug nut brush from Adams polishes. This thing is absolutely amazing. A more specific in tire brush, and moving into the car, the Adams car shampoo. We'll be using that in a foamer and in the wash buckets. For the any crazy stains in the wheel wells, we'll be using this Purple Power. Be putting some Rain-X on the glass when we're done, and then H2O Garden Gloss at the end. A little bit of wheel cleaner for obviously for the wheels. Tire and rubber cleaner for the tires. I like this APC just for anything that we don't need that Purple Power stuff for. And then for my wheel soap, I just use some Griot's Garage. Pretty good suds, nothing too crazy. And then my little $18 foam cannon that I got off of Amazon. In the buckets, this would be our wheel and tire bucket with a grit guard at the bottom. 2 wash pads, one for higher and one for lower on the car with the grit guard. Now, this one, as you can see, has the washboard on it. I love that feature. It's really awesome. And then our third, the rinse bucket. So yes, I use 3 buckets. Just makes life a little bit easier. And here is the car in question. Cadillac. Really pretty red. See if we can't make that pop just a little bit better. But there's the back end. Cadillac ATS. Now we're also going to be doing a little bit of work on the interior, trying to clean the seats up, and I'll show you that as well. Stay tuned. Alright everybody, so as you can see, I'm trying to make sure I get a good enough shot on it. You can see just how dirty all this is up in here. I mean, look at this right here. That's disgusting. So, I already rinsed the wheel down. Now, we're going to take the Purple Power, get up, light spray, up in the wheel well. Wheel cleaner, quick shake. Get it good. On the outside, in the barrel. Now I want to let that soak. Tire and rubber clip here. You'll be blown away with how this works. It's awesome. So, as you can already tell, excuse my shaky camera, the purple that's going on in there, that is the wheel cleaner chewing up all that brake dust, brake minerals, brake particles. You let that soak, and it really just gets in there and eats it all. So let that sit for another minute. I'm going to go ahead and take my fender brush and get started in here. So just a quick scrub all the way around. Don't want to get too crazy. You don't want to put too much soap and everything up in here, because a lot of times cars have a carpet material, and that'll just end up creating mold or any one of the bad things we don't want happening. So then, take my Adams wheel woolly, get it nice and soapy. I start up at the top, cleaning the barrel, behind the spokes. I'm just going to work my way down. See if I can bring you in a little bit. Better picture of what's going on. So, after just a light scrub, this wheel cleaner just does amazing things. I'm going to rinse this off a little bit, because I'm going to re-soak it in the bucket. And these wheels are bad. But, bring it into where you can see. See right here how clean that looks? And you go over here, and it's still absolutely disgusting. So, let's scrub. Okay. Get my wheel and lug nut brush. Each and every single lug nut, real quick. This is perfect because it gets right up in there. Get the whole face at the center, come out, each spoke, in between. Look at all that junk. I'm just eating it away. Like I said, y'all can use whatever cleaning products, obviously, you can use whatever you like, as long as you use it often. This is just what I'm comfortable using. Absolutely love it. Now I'm going to get my wash mitt out. I've got one specifically for wheels. Scrub this little area right here. This is just some buildup right there. A couple other little brake particles. I'll get my lug nut brush, clean behind the calipers. Clean the calipers themselves. the rotors, the hat, all the way around. The great thing, one of the many great things about this brush is it's plastic. So if you tap your rim, you're not going to mess anything up. Alright, so now, get our tire scrubber, go around the tire. Watch this. Look at that. All that brown junk and garbage. Now, this brown stuff, a lot of people think that's because of tire shine. It's not. This is, your tires are porous. So as you're driving along, the rubber is expanding and contracting, expanding and contracting. And when it's expanding, it's soaking up all that junk off of the road, and it's absorbing into your tires. Well, this tire cleaner from Adams goes in there, and the surfactants that they use pulls all that out, and that's all this brown stuff you're seeing. Alright, get this little rinse. Back into the bucket. Now we go in. Another thing real quick, I always do my wheels first. So there's really no water on the paint because I don't want anything to dry on the paint. We have pretty hard water here. If you have a water purification system, you're set. You don't have to worry about it. But I don't spray the car down until I'm done with the wheels.
Look at that. That is pretty. And then you do that 3 more times. And you got clean wheels.
Why, you ask? How dark that is. And you see the lighter spots, all that junk. Keeping that off the rest of the paint. Now we've washed and rinsed the car off. Now we're gonna clay. So clay is exactly what it sounds like. It's a little piece of malleable material. And what it does is as you go over the car, it acts like one of those Biore nose strips or those black masks that everybody's putting on, and they rip it out and they got all the gunk. That's what this does. Biggest thing I'll show you just right here on this panel. You want to make sure you always have a lubricant. So I'm just using a wash pad, cleaned it out, and using car soap, just like with everything else. And now I'll bring it out on top, and then I'll go back and forth, straight lines, always, always, always straight lines. And with this car, because it's so dirty and because there's so much junk coming off of it, this will be the last time I use this piece of clay. Usually you can use it multiple times, some wizardry magic, I don't know. But I'll go ahead and show you how I do it. I'm not gonna waste a whole bunch of your time. So here we go. Alright, so now you can see a bright blue piece of clay has all this junk in it. The great thing about this, all I got to do is fold that up in there, mash it up, flatten it back out. Now we got a clean piece. So the biggest thing, like I said, is going straight lines and making sure you always have a nice lubricant on the paint. You can use a clay lube, but this is so much cheaper per ounce, if you will, that it's the route I go. Helps keep costs down. The other thing I'll say is you only need to clay your paint when you need to clay your paint. If your paint feels smooth, you probably don't need to clay it. There might be little areas here and there, but don't just clay your paint for the sake of claying. All right? All right, guys. So real quick, the customer wants sealant, so I'm going to be using the H2O Garden Gloss from Adams. This is a paint sealant. If you notice, it's a gray color. Hopefully you can see that. I know I'm kind of losing light. It's a really simple and easy application process. So the car is still wet. We've already clayed it. So now I've got a wet microfiber towel. It's very plush. Like we talked about last time, the pile is really high. So I just took the hose and soaked it down. I'm going to take a dry microfiber towel, and all I'm going to simply do, give it a really good shake. So I already did it off camera, I didn't think about it, but it's full. But if this settles, there'll be like an orange, really thin layer of liquid at the top, and that's part of those silicants and everything else that create the sealant on your paint. This is really awesome because it's pretty much like spray wax and sealant in one. That's the way I equate to it. I'm sorry, Adams, if that's not exactly how you would say it, but that's what I've noticed. It does give it a really awesome shine, but it provides that paint sealant. So, real quick, I'll show you how that works. You just mist it on. Couple of squirts on your towel. Like always, straight lines. Down over the headlights. I like to crosshatch for sure even coverage. side. Dry microfiber towel. And wipe it down immediately. If you let this sit up, it's kind of a pain to get off. So I like to get it off just as quick as I can. Same thing, crosshatch pattern, straight lines, and you're done. Now that part of the paint is sealed.